Good morning, Bande Matram. Welcome all of you. Here we have a nice topic for this morning, that is on supramental immortality. Supramental immortality is the topic of discussion for this morning. We know man is mortal. Latter, immortality is our aspiration. And after immortality, this topic is on supramental immortality. Very interesting topic. We know about some, while discussing in this topic, we will face some terms like integral immortality and supramental immortality, vital immortality. So these are the couple of terms we will find here. Physical immortality, of course, it is there. Sometimes we wrongly take. Suppose somebody's lifespan is something around 70 years. If, however, maybe with sadhana or anything else, he is enabling himself to cross around towards 100 years. It is not actually immortality. Now itself we are talking of immortality of consciousness. So on immortality we will have a brief discussion. Sri Aurobindo, I think it will be better to continue to take two messages, divine messages from the master, from our master on immortality. To be perpetually reborn is the condition of material immortality. Material immortality. The condition is that to be perpetually reborn. In Savitri, couple of language you will be understanding. I think I would have discussed before you in the very initial moment. Immortal by renewed mortality. You keep renewing the mortality, and so that you will get the immortality. Touch the feet of immortality. Immortal by renewed mortality. Another term also you can get in a world of beings and momentary events. In a world of beings and momentary events, all must live to die or die to live. Immortal by renewed mortality. All must die to live or live to die. Immortal by renewed mortality. And in a very clear manner, Sri Aurobindo has kept before us the great term, immortality assured itself by death. So don't get confused, don't break down. That is what. Because you must be very much already that message you will be listening, beautiful message, be voluntary optimist. So don't break down, don't pull down. Anyway, it is there, it is assured. To be perpetually reborn is the condition of material immortality. Again, Sri Aurobindo assures, the moment man knows himself means the self within you, psychic being, soul. The moment man knows himself, the death will die for men. Die for men. So the death will not be there for men. End of death, death of ignorance. Like this, so many bright terms, bright lines you have seen in Savitri. Here we'll talk of the mother, how she is explaining immortality. Eternal youth, it is a gift, the divine gifts when we unite ourselves with Him. When we get united with the divine, then the divine gives of something. He gives a gift, and that is the eternal youth. Eternal youth. To be know how to be perpetually reborn is the condition of material immortality. Already we have discussed right now before some time in this topic, in this seminar. Mother quotes eternal youth. It is the gift the divine gives. The gift the divine gives when we unite ourselves with Him. The condition that you have to get united with the divine so that you will get a gift. And the divine will gift you, that is eternal youth. The youth that never fades, never ages. That is what. Forms are in perpetual transformation. In perpetual transformation, it keeps going. Identify yourself with the integral and immortal consciousness. Immortal consciousness, identified with the immortal consciousness, and you will become it. You will become the immortal. That is what the requirement. Forms are in perpetual transformation. This transformation, perpetual transformation, it is on the way. So what we have to do? We have to identify. You have to identify yourself with the eternal consciousness, and you will become it. If once you identify yourself with the eternal consciousness, then you will become it. So Mother quotes and explains, immortality is not a goal. It is not even a means. Immortality is never a goal, not ever even a means. It is. It will proceed naturally from the fact of living the truth. Live in the truth. Somebody has to, because in spiritual life the only condition that is you have to live in the truth. So what is there? Immortality is not the goal. One time was there when people were much more interested in immortality because they felt it is the goal. But for us, immortal Mother quotes, it is not the goal. Even Sri Aurobindo has clarified, if moksha and nirvana would be the aim of our yoga, many would have attended it since long. So when we are going, you are in a bigger phase, bigger journey. Only some small stations are coming on the way. So these are maybe out of them you can find moksha and nirvana on that small, like that small stations. You have to journey along. You don't know where it will end. So Mother quotes, immortality is not a goal. It is not a means, not even a means. It will proceed naturally from the fact of living the truth. Living the truth. Truth is the foundation, soul of spiritualism, core of spiritualism. You have to live in the truth. And when you live in the truth, naturally this immortality will follow. Then the term comes integral immortality. Immortality not of the body, life, and mind, psychic. So psychic is immortal. Integral immortality, it is a promise. When will it be a material fact? It is not a promise. Though it is an assurance, not even an assurance, it is happening. When will it be material fact? That's what it depends upon you. How much you are prepared, how much you have gone. Attempt towards immortality. Most of the time people keep asking, how can we be able to attain that immortality? But one thing you keep in your mind, this is not the goal, neither is the means. You keep moving. And it will proceed naturally in the fact of living the truth. Here, attempt towards immortality. How can we attempt? Persistent and coordinated effort. Keep moving, not one single time attempt. You have to be persistent and coordinated. Persistency must be there. Coordination must be there. Coordination among what? Among the internal beings. There is inside us. Everything must go in a coordinated way and persistently. Not a single time procedure. You are trying something. Maybe you will be having some realization. Then you feel everything I have got. No. It must be persistent and coordinated. Then another term we meet across the path, that is supramental immortality. It is an established fact. Established fact. It must be established. That is a fact. But few beings have experienced it. Few beings, you don't know how many are there in numbers. They have experienced it. That is what known as supramental immortality. Established fact. Like you can give the example, who are immortal? Couple of names it is coming to your mind. And the very forerunner is your Devarsi Narad. But you have not seen, heard a name. Even you criticize this is the quarrelsome personality. But Sri Aurobindo narrates, man divine has won the immortal seat. Sri Aurobindo quotes, he who has won the immortal seat, came down upon the earth the man divine. That is what he is known as, the man divine. But to Narada we have seen Devarsi Narada, that is definitely yes. But the quarrelsome personality, character. But Sri Aurobindo sees in the very different manner. Digdrashta, sages, this is the sage, the seer, man divine, own the immortal seat. That is what the great definitions before Narada. Anyway, he is coming to the front that he has won the immortal seat, he is immortal. But so far this supramental immortality is called, it is an established fact. But a few beings have experienced it. A few, I don't know how many they are number. Very few, rarest. Then supramental, next step is the supramental immortality upon the earth. This remains to be realized, not yet realized. Remains to be realized. That you have the fact. Supramental immortality upon the earth. That remains still to be realized. Nobody has realized. Even the term is very much, unexpected and strange for them. Already in the last class, in Odia class, when we take, I think last evening we had the opportunity when we kept discussing on layers of being. Oh, Hiranvayana Patrana, that golden over mind. That is the peak of this lower creation. And that is actually a connecting, like so it acts like a representative of the supramental. So supramental light, that it passes to the lower hemisphere through that veil, from the top of this lower creation, like over mind on downward, light right downwards. So here there was a very beautiful description on that. Even K.D. Setna had quote cited, and he had also a very fluent a message on that. When we look from down to the top, we feel there is a big layer difference. It has a big depth, big gap. So like this, when you stand on the overmind plane and look at the supramental plane, it is also same thing. Very big layer, big gap, big depth. Even something you will be finding something like a small stars. As here we are sitting, when we look at the sky, maybe the clear sky, you see the stars. Naturally, it is something very small, but naturally it is not a star. Even the moon you see, it has no light. It gets enlightened by the sun with the solar light of the sun. Still, then it seems something very small. But it is not like this, because they are staying long at long away from us. Here, supramental immortality upon the earth, there remains to be realized. Nobody has realized it. It remains still to be realized. That is what the supramental reality to be. They are beyond people. Some people have tried, of course, but actually yet to be realized. Then another immortality is coming, that great term, that is vital immortality. In its own field, it exists, but conditioned by your surrender. How much you are surrendered, how much you are consecrated. It depends upon upon your consecration or surrender. Proportionately, you will gain this vital immortality as per the conditions of the surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine, consecration to the divine. It depends upon that way. Then another term it is coming, aspiration towards immortality. Before we have tried attempt towards immortality. Here, aspiration for immortality. It must be pure, aspiring, trusting. Pure, aspiring, and trusting. This type of things, if it is there, then that indicates you have got aspiration towards immortality, for immortality. Then another terms coming, physical aspiration for immortality. Physical aspiration for immortality. Intense aspiration. Desire, aspiration, then intense aspiration must be there. But ignorant of the means from where it will start. That is what. But thing is that aspiration, ardent aspiration is a must. Then finally comes aspiration from integral immortality, persistent and coordinated. Persistent and coordinated, it must be there. Persistent and coordinated effort must be required for the attainment of the that realizes aspiration for integral immortality. We have to stop it. Beautiful topic, naturally beautiful, and for that actually there must be that willingness must be there, and persistency, and coordination, there is a must. You have to coordinate yourself, you have to be persistent in your endeavor, and consistency must be there, not one time process, because it has to be there, and so that you will attain the immortality. But you take it for granted that if it is not our goal, it will come on the way. Thank you for now. I think we'll start tomorrow. Thank you.